Hey, another beautiful day here on the Ross River. I was trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about today because I kind of like feel that I've exhausted myself in talking about motivation, inspiration, and perseverance, and personal challenges. Um, but as it is, I think I'd just talk about my day. Every day I get up and I step out and come for a walk. I've been doing a lot of walking the last couple of weeks around the track. I'm just building my fitness up, and whilst being out here on the track, I've seen all sorts of examples of commitment, and so I've related all that kind of stuff. Commitment with fitness, health and fitness, people getting out on the track. There are those who you can see are committed, dedicated, and then there are the one-hit wonders. And then just recently, the New Year's Revolution people have come out of the woodworks, and people who are not conditioned to run, trying to run, no different to business. I was able to relate all of that sort of things to my own personal journey. Yeah, so continuing with after my run, I come out here, I look for a nice spot here on the river. Some days it's like this, where it's beautiful and no wind. Um, the the shooting a video has got to be okay because the wind's not going to interfere with the mic. You can't tell that when you're shooting until I go back and edit or look over what I'm doing. Um, my journey with videos, I can see the improvement. I can feel the improvement in my videos because when I started, I my first couple of videos were absolute beginners type of video. Nervous, uh, can't complete, can't speak complete sentences, saying words that don't mean, words I don't know what it means, but I just throw it in there, and it's all accidental. To now, I can feel my speech and my that's vocabulary, I suppose. Anyway, my speech improving. I I'm enjoying speaking and talking about what I'm doing. Yeah, some of the activities that I've always talked about that goes on in the river, besides people. Oh, I can't see it because of the sun. People running, and and yeah. So every time and then I go when I get home, I do my breakfast. My kids aren't up yet, and most mornings my partner works overnight, so I pick her up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But the kids are not up yet, so I have breakfast. I do a bit of a workout. So as far as my health and fitness goes, I'm coming along pretty good. Um, I started off with walking, and that's exactly what you got to do when you get back into health and fitness. You got to walk, and then as you get fit, you pick up with your running. I'm starting to run a little bit, but I'm still not as fit as I'm capable of, or where I need to be with regards to running. Uh, I need to maintain the fitness because being in the army, it says it, that explains everything. But it is quite fortunate that certain age groups require certain time limits. So um, you got to maintain those sort of fitness levels. Just lawnmower, just crossing over the bridge. Somebody's got to come in and cut the lawn. So this is all council territory. I look after all this sort of stuff. Yeah, so after that I get onto my computer, and I'm at a stage where I'm on the computer all day, learning, completing modules. I'm restarting. and going back over the start modules, this is a module that when I started, um, I didn't have the help that I thought I would get. Um, I didn't reach out to anybody, and that's just me, you know. I just didn't know anybody at that stage, and I struggled. And following the modules, they were introducing me to affiliates and Aweber and automation and blogs and categories, tags, uh, everything they use. You know, like they call it's WordPress. Everything on WordPress, I had no idea what that was. I fumbled my way through it, and then I discovered what blogging was. I stuck with that, and blogging was the one that really woke me up. Everything else I had no idea. But now that I've educated myself in pretty much the basics, as an absolute beginner, I literally started way below the start line. I've always said this, so if you've been following my videos, and I'm repeating myself, but if this is your first time, just, you know, I'm saying that it's a tough journey for me. That's because I was an absolute beginner. Is it a tough journey for everybody else? Yes and no. It depends on your attitude. No, of course not. No, not really. It's if you're a computer kid, that's, you know, growing up with computers from schooling to, you know, using computers, it's a piece of piss. You know, you'll understand it and you work through it. Is marketing going to be difficult for you? It depends on your attitude. Because the mistake a lot of people make in joining this business is they think about money. They come here to make money. And what I've discovered from Six Figure Mentors is it's me. You know, I'm here to develop me. Nobody knows me, nobody likes me, and nobody trusts me for me to sort of like go out and make a lot of money. So the concentration or the main focus on this kind of journey is me. Is that, you know, me learning what internet marketing is all about, then learning about how to deliver a trustworthy, likable message to people who are looking for this opportunity. There are people out there looking for opportunities. People are looking for ways to improve their lives, to escape the daily grind, to look for a better place. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. But if you come in here with that in mind, or that kind of mindset, you're doomed to fail right from the start. I came with that mindset because, you know, I didn't know any different, and I've learned so much, and I've through my bloggings and what blogging did for me, because I had to ask, what the hell is blogging? You know, the research, you know, obviously it's all about writing, and it's like, what do I write about? And then, you know, just explanations from some of the members within the group, because I got involved with finally got hooked up with a Down Under Mastermind group. Don't know how I found that in the community, that there was a group in the community. And that's when I reached out to people, and, you know, listening to how people talk about what this journey is all about. You know, explanations of just writing about anything. But when they say write about anything, it's pretty much writing, expressing yourself. And when you start to express yourself, and then you got to put it on the public forum, it's a scary feat to do. But when you start expressing yourself, gosh, the growth, you know, I should keep repeating myself on that. We've already talked about it before. And from that, you know, I've just hung in there. You know, I'm being educated, and then knowing the fact that there's people who let go of this, or people who give this up. I just thought, wow, if there's 50 of us going in on this, 30 people give up. 30 people, probably even more. They just give up. There's a good chance that I might make it through. Just hang in there. But just through hanging in there, I've educated myself so much. I've learned so much, you know, from people, from the system itself, from people, from Stuart Ross and Jay Kubizak. You know, these guys can talk for half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour. non-stop, and you'd sit there mesmerized with their message. And these guys are not highly educated people, and the science of getting rich says that you don't have to be of that caliber. You know, two people in the same neighborhood, two people in the same sort of like a work environment. Why is one poor, one succeeds? It's the way you think. It's the way you desire what you desire. Sounds like all fantasy to say it's the way you think, but it is true. And greed is not what's going to get you there. It's humility and faith. Humility, faith, and courage. Lots of courage. When I say lots of courage, that's for somebody like me, absolute beginner, because it's a tough realm to be in. You know, a good friend of mine, you know, somebody I look up to. He's one of these computer whiz kids. He's noticing that I'm doing videos, and he says I've got to get into it. But you know, he's trying to be perfect, and well, not perfect. He's just trying to figure out his strategy and how to do things. And I had to stop him because I learned a lesson from one of the other guys, from Guy and Elan. They always say, when you are your most nervous, or when you are your most uncomfortable, it is the perfect time to ask that uncomfortable question, to do that uncomfortable video, and to blog that uncomfortable blog. Because once you step in there, it's the only way is up. I suppose a lot of people say, have you started making money yet? No, I haven't. I'm not even thinking about money. I'm thinking about me. You know, the money will come, and they teach it, and I believe it, and it makes sense. If you develop, educate, and train yourself into a decent human being, that you can deliver a good message to people who are looking for this sort of opportunity, that's attraction. The money will come. And so, you know, I'm not panicking. I've got to get going. I can't just sit in learning mode. But the next 90 days of blueprint journey and exercise is going to girls out on the lake. And the journey's gonna, this journey is gonna get me there. I've just got to do is stay in there, and it's straightforward. I feel good about my journey. You know, I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm doing. Does it still require hard work? Absolutely, and it still requires me to hang in there. So I'm just hanging in there, and working hard at it. Anyway, that's pretty much my day. Plugging along. Go home, do videos like this. Sometimes I'm trying to finish a video, and it took me nearly all day to do the damn thing. And I was getting right through it, got to the end, and I went to produce it. Everything was skew-effed, and it just, I had to start all over again. Still not done. I've been at it for nearly 4 days. 4 days of trying to find the right time. I'm trying to prioritize and trying to pick, you know, if it's that important. But I thought it would be easy, and yesterday was an easy day for me, and I had it done. And then it didn't come through because I made a mistake. But hey, I'm going back here. I'm not letting it go. I'm still slugging away at it. Must be rowing day, or I must have arrived at rowing time. They're doing your rowing here, out at the beach. You got canoe, outrigger canoe. All right, guys. I had to talk about something today, so it's all good. Persevere, consistent focus action in whatever it is that you're doing. And remember, commitment creates habit, habit changes lives. See you around.